good can last forever.
At Herzog Meyer, Murray, Moore, Link, Tonkin, DeLon, Vancouver, and Wallace Mazda now.
Come on and nutritize your body. Come on and nutritize your mind. Want to change your old size for a Nutrisize? Call your Nutrisystem Center. We'll teach you how to develop a whole new relationship with food. Nutrisize your life. Nutrisize now for 50% off Nutrisystem's full-service program. Call 1-800-321-THIN.
Fresh from winning 5 Emmys, the fertile minds at Murphy Brown have come up with a cliffhanger to begin their new season. The big question, is Murphy pregnant? Entertainment Tonight's Nancy Collins went looking for the answer.
Eldon, listen, can I borrow your watch, please? I need it. Just give me.
When last seen, Murphy Brown was nervously waiting for the outcome of her home pregnancy test. Right up until tonight's season opener, no one's been guarding the results more closely than the show's star, Candice Bergen herself. However, she did shed some light on the question with ET's special correspondent, Nancy Collins.
There's certainly a possibility that Murphy's pregnant because the stick did come up blue. But on the other hand, Murphy is 42. She has shriveled, weazened eggs, and it's very possible that she could have misread the directions on the test, that, she hasn't even gone to a doctor to get it confirmed. And also, it seems to me like a fairly sizable risk for the show to take, considering how well we're doing without a baby.
Well, it was an interesting choice. If in fact Murphy is pregnant, it's an interesting choice to make because every show now seems to be getting a baby, and it's kind of nice not to have a baby.
Well, that's what I think.
So do you have a say in that decision?
We talked about it a couple of times, and about the possibilities that it could bring the show and that it would bring to Murphy, and also, about what a pathetic mother Murphy would be, and that it would be, fairly shocking even in the 90s to have a single mother make that decision.
You are essentially raising Chloe by yourself a lot here in California.
Yeah.
Chloe being your daughter, who's 6 now?
She's almost 6. I think most mothers are single mothers, whether your husband's in France or New York or in the same house. I think that with some exceptions, that it's up to women, and frankly, it's a real joy for me. It's not to say that I wouldn't like a little more help from time to time.
Do you think you'd like to have another one sometime?
I don't have time to read my mail or read the paper, and I already have one. So, if I weren't doing the show, yes, there's nothing I'd like better.
Of course, Candice has been married to French film director Louis Malle for 11 years. And though she's as happy as ever, she does say that the commute to and from Paris can get somewhat tough. Murphy Brown kicks off its 4th season on CBS tonight.
PBS is offering some food for thought in a 1-hour special that examines nutrition and the importance of using your head when feeding your stomach.
Did you ever wonder why Americans eat the way we do?
Judy Woodruff anchors a TV special examining our diet. Eat Smart received high marks from a number of critics. The New York Daily News said the special is chock full of good information. But Woodruff admits it isn't always easy getting her own family to eat smart.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that it's easy to get little kids to eat healthy. I still have to disguise fruit so that my kids will eat it.
Eat Smart begins airing tonight on most PBS stations. Also on TV, a special 2-hour tribute to Michael Landon. It's hosted by family members and directed by Michael Landon, Jr.
It's a dream come true. It's probably the most special thing I'll ever do in terms of my work.
Michael Landon, Memories with Laughter and Love, airs tomorrow night on NBC. The sitcom Home Improvement is being called one of the new season's rare promising comedies by the LA Times. Tim Allen plays the host of a TV handyman show.
I think we all know Bedford schoolgirl Lisa.
Here you go, Tim. All loaded.
I don't think putting tools on is actually macho. I think tool things they're weapons for pacifists, tools.
Home Improvement premieres tomorrow night on ABC. And David Cassidy is kicking off his first U.S. concert tour in 15 years. Cassidy will play hits from his days on the Partridge Family and some new music as well.
I have this real burning desire to go out and play again. And I know that people out there really want to see me, and I know that they really want to hear these songs.
Cassidy stops tomorrow night in New Haven, Connecticut. And David will follow up tonight's show with performances in Cincinnati and Chicago later on this week. Freddy's Dead had grave consequences at the box office over the weekend. According to estimates, the movie took in nearly $13 million, thus putting it on top of the heap. Dead Again placed second, The Commitment's third, while Terminator 2 and Doc Hollywood finished fourth and fifth, respectively.
As you might already have surmised, we here at Entertainment Tonight begin our 11th season on the air today, and we thought it would be fun and I guess appropriate to relive some of the history and highlights of the first 10 years.
But as you know, we like to keep things moving on this show, so to pack it all in, we called on Guinness Book of Records fast talker John Machida to talk us through it at laser speed.
It all began on a hot and smoggy Hollywood day, September 14th, 1981. But by the time the day turned into night, there was a new kid on the TV block beaming its way to millions for the very first time, and it was just what America wanted. Liz Taylor bedecked in jewels, Michael Jackson moonwalking with the llamas, tales of glittering premieres and scandalous romances. Dallas was at the top of the TV ratings, and Larry Hagman was the first to take a walk with E.T. He did it on his beachfront in Malibu, turned out in an Indian headdress. Who shot J.R.? E.T. shot J.R. End in style, but style is what E.T. is all about. E.T. brought Peoria right next door to Hollywood, and it would never be the same. From the Phantom of the Opera to backstage at the Oscars, Music City to Big Apple, Disneyland, wherever it was, whoever was doing it, Entertainment Tonight had the tickets and sprinted from event to event on $2 million legs. Along the way, Cher lost a few lovers and gained a few tattoos. Madonna married Sean, Madonna divorces Sean, Roger Rabbit got framed, Spielberg didn't win an Oscar, and something called Mutant Ninja Turtles had the kids turning green with envy. Shirley MacLaine dropped her top for charity. Kim Carnes made Betty Davis's eyes famous as if they needed any help. And miniskirts came and went and came back again. Stars home, stars businesses, stars bank accounts, stars of little or no account. Tasteful stars, a special galaxy of stars on edge and comebacks, drawbacks, letdowns, breakdowns, rehabs, prefabs, informal attire, or in the buff. Entertainment Tonight has had them all. 10 nominations. No Emmys, no Emmys, no Emmys. Funny thing about it, the Dice Man cometh and went away. Roseanne grew into her own. Johnny went home to Nebraska, and Jay Leno was taken over the desk. Sam Kinison, Jackie Mason, Whoopi, Billy Crystal, Red Fox, Shecky Green, Bob Hope, and Lucy and Milty and George were all asked hundreds of questions and sat still for it because America wants to know. What's your most embarrassing moment? Your favorite performer, your perfume, your new movie, your wife, or your husband really like. Clint made my day, and Ferris Bueller took the day off and had them all twist and shout down Main Street with a brass band. Pets of the stars, autographs of the stars, sports teams of the stars, bands of stars and star bands. Stones, Beatles, airplanes, crooners and swooners, Bobby Soxers, teen idols, posers, processed hairspray bands, and the Daily Dose of the King. He's alive, he's dead. He's alive, he's dead. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive. Live Aid, Farm Aid, Band-Aid, Gatorade, Smooth Talkers, Fun Talkers, Shy Talkers, Quiet Talkers, and finally Fast Talkers. You know, anyone who had anything to say over the last 10 years said it on Entertainment Tonight. Happy anniversary.
Coming up next, we're going to slow things down to relive poignant moments from 10 years of Entertainment Tonight.
It's an extraordinary event, unequaled in circus history, when the very best artists and athletes from around the world unite in a spectacular tribute celebrating the American spirit at Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. It's the experience of a lifetime, and the memory will last forever.
Get your tickets at the Coliseum box office or any G.I. Joe's Ticketmaster location.
How's your headache? A headache? I could give you a hand with that if you want. How did you know I have a headache? It shows.
For a headache so bad it shows, take aspirin-free Excedrin.
Aspirin-free Excedrin?
Aspirin-free Excedrin. Extra-strength Excedrin relief without aspirin. Aspirin-free Excedrin. For a headache so bad it shows.
Looking good.
You do. You meet the nicest people in an RV. My husband, Greg, thinks I sound like an old travel brochure, but it's true. Last year at this time, we went to the RV show at the Expo Center, and we found an RV that was just right. Plenty of room, easy to drive, and a great price. We've taken it to the Rockies, to Arizona, and all up and down the coast. We have so many friends now, it's hard to keep the coffee pot full.
Come to the Fall RV and Van Show Wednesday through Sunday at the Expo Center.
Happiness is not the clubs you belong to. It's not the labels on the clothes you wear, nor the vain pursuit of idle thrills. True happiness can only be found within yourself. Then again, having a lot of money can be fun too.
You're watching KOIN TV, Portland, Vancouver.
During the 10 years of Entertainment Tonight, we've covered them all, from the childhood idols to the superstars. And Leonard Maltin has gathered some of his favorite moments from over the years and joins us now to share them with us. Leonard.
Well, John, for me, the greatest joy of working at Entertainment Tonight has been getting the opportunity to meet so many show business legends and share those meetings with all of you. Now, some of the people I've interviewed are household names around the world. Others may not be as well known across the board, but they mean just as much to me. And judging from your response over the years, they've touched your lives, too. Oh, Mister?
Yes? Well!
Could we do an interview with you?
Oh, of course. What did you have in mind?
Yes, I got to interview that wonderful comic performer, Frank Nelson, a stalwart of the Jack Benny Show for so many years. And I spent time with his gifted colleague, Mel Blanc, a man of 1,000 voices, whose biggest fan was his son, Noel.
And you know if he's doing Yosemite Sam, he looks like Yosemite Sam. If he does Porky, he looks... Do Yosemite Sam, watch him. He becomes Yosemite Sam.
My name's Yosemite Sam. Roughest, toughest cowboy that ever shot a gumdrop.
I also brought Bill Scott and June Foray together to recreate their magical performances as Rocky and Bullwinkle for our ET microphone.
Just then a shadow fell over our friends.
Must be a cloud in the hay.
The cloud in the hay? The heat's getting to you, little buddy.
I've been so lucky to meet childhood heroes of mine like Pinky Lee.
Yoo-hoo, it's me. My name is Pinky Lee. I skip and run, bring lots of fun to whoever he and she.
And the inimitable Senor Wences, who introduced me to Pedro, the man in the box, and told me he still loved performing after decades in the spotlight.
I enjoy more than the audience. I am so happy. Please, sorry. Kevin, please, it's very funny, man.
I've come into contact with stars of the silent screen, amazing survivors like Patsy Ruth Miller, with whom I returned to the set where she made The Hunchback of Notre Dame with Lon Chaney in 1923. And yes, I've been privileged to spend time meeting some bona fide legends. Katharine Hepburn, Betty Davis, James Stewart, and recently Robert Mitchum, known as a tough interview, but actually an articulate and very funny man, who told me he worked from instinct, not from anything he ever learned from a director.
No, I remember George Cukor saying, listen, at the end of this, he said, I would like to see a tear at the... I said, roll it. No, make up. I said, just roll it. No, I really want to see it. I said, just roll it, camera. So he did the scene at the end. I'm sobbing at the end. So George said, cut. Get you.
One of my favorite interviews was Shirley Temple, who discussed a lifelong disappointment of hers, that when the Academy gave her a special Oscar in 1935, it was a miniature.
I still have the little Oscar, but it never felt real to me. It was something small. And I wondered why I didn't get a big one. And finally did. If you were there a few years ago.
People often ask me if I've ever been disappointed when I've met these great stars in person. The answer is truthfully no. In fact, I've come away from most of my encounters more impressed than ever. And secure in the knowledge that the stars I idolized as a boy are really just as special as I always thought they were.
Leonard, you suppose I could interest you in a sarsaparilla?
Sure thing, Roy. My hero when I was 10 years old and my hero today, a great guy. I've had some really wonderful experiences, and I hope we'll share some more of them in the years ahead. I want to say also a goodbye right now to a man who was very special to me and a lot of people in show business, Andre Baruch, wonderful announcer, radio and TV for many years, who died yesterday morning. Another person we managed to interview and capture on tape in Entertainment Tonight, and so in a way he'll live on.
You know, Leonard, you're bringing back a lot of memories for all of us here because you realize looking back at all of the people in this business whom we've met and had a chance to really get to know in so many respects, that it's hard to complain about the job, isn't it?
Oh, complain? Who wants to hear you complain when you say you just spent time talking to Katharine Hepburn? No.
That's right.
We don't have much cause to complain at all. That's really
ever been nervous during one of these interviews, Leonard?
Nervous beforehand, a lot, yeah, not knowing what it would be like to talk to some of these people. But as I say, most of them put me at ease and have made my job easy.
That's because you're Leonard.
Aw, shucks.
The one and only thanks, Leonard. Feelings of warmth and friendship were dancing in the streets as the stars paid tribute to a classic Hollywood hooker over the weekend.
Good evening. It's Donald for you.
In Beverly Hills, the American Cinema Awards celebrated Donald O'Connor's 65th year in show business. For O'Connor, it was the thrill of a lifetime.
I got so many friends here, and this is a thrilling night. Oh, it's exciting.
At the Los Angeles Zoo, generous patrons adopted furry and not-so-furry friends at their annual fundraiser, the Beastly Ball.
We auction these animals off so that whoever buys them for the thing supports them then from then on as their individual animals, and it's just wonderful. Well, you're being awfully camera shy, young lady.
And in New York, rock and roller Alice Cooper made mayhem in Times Square when he dropped in for a surprise concert.
We usually go into our, a regular Madison Square Garden or something. We thought it was about time Alice do something a little more outrageous than that.
The new fall TV season is upon us with the usual crop of some new shows will make it, some new shows won't. A couple of the series that have attracted the ET Insider's attention include Erie, Indiana, that's Erie with 2 E's, which TV Guide describes as the Wonder Years meets Twin Peaks with a dash of the comic strip The Far Side tossed in for good measure. The Insider also likes the looks of Herman's Head, a cast of characters who represent a copy editor's emotions and debate his every waking move. Elsewhere on the TV scene, based on the popularity of Beverly Hills 90210, Entertainment Weekly magazine has come up with a trendy suggestion to bring back some old favorite programs by adding a zip code. The magazine suggests Miami Vice, 33162, 77 Sunset Strip, 90046, Dallas, 75094, and 30-something 19010 for Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, of course. Perhaps you have an old show favorite of your own to suggest. Drop a line to the Insider, Entertainment Tonight, 90038.
Look what's popping up, that's free. Special K waffles from Eggo. Once you see how good fat-free can be, oh no, you never let go.
No way. It's all mine.
Special K waffles from Eggo.
Eggo Special K waffles. Crisp, delicious, yet every bite fat-free, cholesterol-free, and just 80 calories per waffle. See how good fat-free can be.
Oh no, you never let go. Nah. Special K waffles from Eggo.
A classic embroidered blouse. At fine department stores, $64. Now at Ross, $32. Top-name men's and women's athletic footwear. At leading shoe stores, $65. Now at Ross, $35. Colorful cotton separates. At fine department stores, $29. Now at Ross, $12. At Ross, every day, the only difference is the price.
We must be mad to offer Hoover cleaners at these prices, the best for less, sheer insanity. It's start raving Hoover madness at Kmart, where you'll be crazy about the prices. Like $99 for a powerful new Hoover Elite 2 upright with attached tools, top tool connection, and convenient double stretch hose. And $199.99 for the deep cleaning Futura canister with power nozzle and attachment storage. We're nuts, but hurry, Kmart's madness won't last. Start raving Hoover madness now at Kmart.
Look at you. You're on your way.
If you're on the way to your Chevrolet Geo dealer, that's good. The #1 closeout of America's best-selling cars and trucks. It's winding down. Car and truck cash back up to $1,500, including $1,000 on full-size pickup. Value, selection, discounts. Your best closeout buy?
Chevrolet Geo in the great Northwest.
See your local Chevrolet Geo dealer and hurry. Air travel furnished and a promotional fee paid by Delta Airlines. Delta has ranked first in passenger satisfaction among major U.S. airlines for 17 straight years. At Delta, we love to fly, and it shows.
Celebrating a birthday today, actress Jennifer Tilly is 30. Actor Ed Begley Jr., 42. Actor Peter Falk turns 64. Blues great B.B. King is 66. And actress Lauren Bacall is 67.
On tomorrow's show, more revelations about the Beatles from one of John Lennon's closest associates.
And we're very proud to say Little Richard will now perform a song he wrote to help celebrate Entertainment Tonight's 10th anniversary. Here it comes, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for being with us.
It's here. Introducing 4.8% financing.